Today's Bible story, in case you couldn't make it to Sunday morning Kidzone. So this whole month, we've been talking about kindness, and we're learning that kindness means showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. And so we even saw some examples last week from Jesus, and today's bottom line is be kind to the people closest to you. So think about that for a second. Who are the people closest to you? Probably your family, maybe your friends. Well, in today's Bible story, we're going to see three ladies who are going to have something terrible happen to them. And we're going to see how one of them goes the extra mile to help those who are closest to her. So let's check it out.
Hey everyone, I'm Padma. After Elimelech and his two sons died, Naomi, Orpah, and Ruth were left alone. But Naomi heard that God had provided food in her homeland, so she decided to travel back to Bethlehem, her hometown.
Both of you go back. Each of you go to your own mother's home. You were kind to your husbands who have died. You have also been kind to me, so may the Lord be just as kind to you.
No.
We're going with you. Why would you come with me? I have nothing to give you.
At last, Orpah said farewell and left to return home. But Ruth was not ready to go.
Don't try to make me leave you and go back. Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God.
Naomi could see that Ruth was not going to change her mind. So together they began the long, dusty journey to Naomi's home.
Naomi, is it you?
Are you really back? Where's Elimelech?
What about your sons?
What happened, Naomi?
Don't call me Naomi. My life is very bitter.
The women were astonished at how Naomi had changed. But Ruth continued to show love and kindness to Naomi.
We need food. Let me go out to the fields. I'll pick up the grain that has been left.
One of God's laws said that harvesters should always leave behind some grain that their neighbors could gather if they were in need. That's what Ruth was heading out to do. Gathering grain is difficult work. Ruth was in for a long, hard day.
Please, may I pick the leftovers?
Our master is kind. You may gather anything on the ground that you find.
Ruth worked hard in the heat of the day, stopping only once to rest in the shade. As she continued to gather grain, the owner of the field, Boaz, arrived. After Boaz greeted the harvesters, he asked them,
"Who is this young woman in the field? I don't recognize her."
Oh, that's Ruth. She's from Moab. She came back with Naomi?
I know Naomi. Elimelech was part of my family. I will speak with her. Ruth, you are welcome to gather here and in all my fields. When you are thirsty, get water from the water jugs. Rest when you need to. You are safe here.
Sir, why are you being so kind to me? I'm not even from here.
I've heard about your kindness to Naomi. I know that you left your family and your country. May the Lord reward you for what you have done.
Boaz even made sure that his men left extra grain behind for Ruth. When Ruth returned to Naomi that evening, Naomi was amazed to see how much grain she had gathered.
Where on earth did you pick up grain today?
I went to the field of a man named Boaz. He was very kind to me.
Naomi's attitude began to change.
May the Lord bless him. The Lord is still being kind. That man is a close relative of ours. He's one of our family protectors.
Ruth continued to gather grain from Boaz's fields, and in time, Ruth and Boaz were married. Ruth gave birth to a son named Obed, who ended up being the grandfather of King David and the lots of greats grandfather of Jesus.
The Lord be praised.
Thanks to Ruth's kindness to Naomi and Boaz's kindness to Ruth, Naomi was able to let go of her bitterness and welcome joy back into her life. The end.
Wow.
Ruth was so patient with Naomi.
Patience is a great way to show kindness.
And by choosing to stay with Naomi, Ruth showed Naomi that she still mattered.
So, what's our part in the story?
No matter how much we love our family and close friends, sometimes it's actually easier to be kind to a stranger. We see our family and friends at their best and their worst, just like Ruth and Naomi. But you can still choose to be kind, even when someone you love is driving you nuts.
Yeah, when my brother gets grouchy, it's annoying. And then I get grouchy too, and then, I snap back at him.
Instead of being annoying back, you can say something encouraging or do something nice for him.
Yeah, to be honest, it's so easy to bug someone you love because you know them so well.
Like making annoying noises.
Or poking them in the arm.
Choosing kindness means you're not going to push any of those buttons.
Plus, you can choose kindness by thanking your family or friends when they help you.
Especially your parents, because they do so much for you.
Saying thank you is a great way to show them you value them.
Sounds like you've got it. See you next time.
Bye. So here's the thing. Be kind to the people closest to you.
It'll be like a kindness surprise growing all over your home.
Speaking of, I gotta get ready for my hike and give away these seed surprises.
Can I join you?
Of course.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time. So, what kind of flowers are gonna grow from these?
It'll be a surprise, but it'll also be beautiful.
Hey guys, that was a pretty cool story. We learned how we should be kind to the people closest to you. And that was pretty cool what Ruth did for Naomi. She spent all that time gathering all that extra food, and it was so nice of Boaz to allow her to do that. And so she had lots of patience to do that for Naomi. And so we learned that we should do the same thing. We should have lots of patience, especially for those who are closest to us, because our family can sometimes be difficult. We'll just admit it, right? And so we need lots of patience. And so it's important to be kind to them. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. But real quick, here's a few announcements. So this Wednesday is Valentine's Day, so we're going to play some special games at BWAC, have some special snacks. So you want to come hang out with us from 6 to 8 p.m. And then after that is Impact next Sunday, February 18th. We're going to learn about all the different missionaries that we support here at RCC. So everyone is invited. I know it says 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, but everyone's invited because I think it's important to learn about our missionaries. And then coming in March is our annual Easter extravaganza. We're going to celebrate Jesus with lots of carnival games, cool snacks. We'll decorate some Easter eggs, and then we'll finish it off with a magic show. And who's ready for summer? I know I am. Let's go check out LSCA. Registration is open for summer camp. So if you have any questions about that, you can always ask me. So thanks for joining us.